scene here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. You know, Chris, it seems like every year the NBA gets a little more athletic. Talk about how that aspect of the game has changed.
I was 6'9", and I played power forward and sometimes center. Kevin Durant is 6'11", and he plays the two guard. That's how the game is changing. It's no more big guys go to that end, little guys go to that end. Now you have to be a skilled basketball player. You have to be able to shoot, dribble, and pass at every position. The way of just the one-sided guy, that is gone out the game. That's a dinosaur, and I love it. You have to be more athletic, definitely, but the skill set. You got to make sure you can play basketball, and that way, no matter what size you are, 5'9" to 7 foot, you have to be equal in skill, and I love it.
Wow, I do too. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Tatum and Hayward make up the two forward spots. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Cantor in at the 5. And for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And the first one at the line is good.
Out of Wheeler High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
That one is no good. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdul-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players League.
Hayward can hit.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Here's Augustine. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
With great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
Pass to Gordon. Over Walker. And it's Gordon missing.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Brown. It's hauled in by Gordon. Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Back to Augustine. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. From 15 feet away. Another shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale.
And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Tatum's shot is off.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
Isaac finds Gordon. It's blocked.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
Gordon, the pass to Isaac. 4 on the clock. Fournier for 3. But they'll get another chance. Now, here's Isaac. Outside Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. He gets it in there. That's 7 points for Vucevic.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Now, here's Walker. Hayward outside. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Augustine against Walker. Augustine, that's good.
But that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And Walker kicks to Cantor. Outside Tatum. Good on the three-point shot.
Nice job setting up for that shot. Everything working together for Tatum.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. To the paint. Here's Fournier. Misses in close. Boston trailing. Here's Walker. The offensive rebound. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Big time play by Hayward. One of those guys who creates offense in a number of ways.
Hayward against Augustine. And stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Hayward can't hit.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Fournier finds Augustine. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup is good. Augustine's got his second basket of the night. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Inside, Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
You can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Orlando trailing here. Here is Augustine. Got a piece of it. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. The kick out to Walker. It's Brown on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his third assist on the night.
Well, how about the quickness of that release? Brown just draining that catch-and-shoot jumper with ease.
Now here is Augustine. Shoots. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Now here's Tatum. Tight defense on him. Here's Cantor. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Isaac. It's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Here's Vucevic. Rebound Boston. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and Brad Stevens, credited for the culture he's helped establish in Boston. But last season, though, that took a hit. Now we'll see how he responds to that adversity. It's going to be interesting to see.
Chris, Coach Stevens was candid after last season. He said he could have done a better job finding that fit and holding a standard for the team.
Well, you like seeing that. If a coach has to hold his players accountable, then he must first hold himself accountable. And the front office was quick to dismiss that notion, but not so many fans. There's no panic in Stevens, though. I like that. He's a steady hand through it all.
The Magic trail by 4. Now Augustine, 6 points for him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Now here's Tatum from 13, and the shot is long. Outside Fournier, out to the right wing. Vucevic against Smart. Pass to Ross. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. So the Celtics called timeout, their first.
Yeah, and the Celtics had their issues last season, Kevin, but in the end, they lost to a super team. I mean, the East has just gotten better, led by Toronto and the Bucks. That's a big challenge for Boston.
For the Magic, Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Gordon. Colts comes in for Evan Fournier. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Augustine. Then for the Celtics, Williams comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Williams in for Gordon Hayward. Now here's Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Well, Chris, with LeBron going to the Lakers, many picked the Celtics to rule the East. Now that road is less certain.
Oh, yeah, because the East has gotten good. Let's think about it. Philly, Toronto, the reigning champions. Also, let's just, and don't forget about Boston. I mean, but they have the talent to play with anyone. Now it's a matter of maximizing that talent and becoming the best version of themselves.
Passes it to Fultz. Back to Carter-Williams. Stolen by Walker. The pass to Williams. Williams with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. They could use a bucket. Walker's shot is off.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
To the middle, here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
When you're open, Carter-Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Walker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And here is Carter Williams. And Carter Williams slams it in.
The long legs of Carter Williams eating up the floor on his way to the rim.
Celtics trail by 4. Walker dishes to Tatum. Back to Walker. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Carter Williams, the pass to Fultz. To the inside. Tatum against Ross. Kicks to Carter Williams. Pass to Vucevic. Fades back. That one wide left.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
What I like about Tatum, he moves his feet well, understands angles, and he plays more physical than advertised.
Back to Carter Williams. Here's Fultz. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. And the Magic lead by 3.
It's big for them when he's hitting the 3. I mean, he makes the D work a lot harder.
Walker finds Tatum. Over Ross. Tatum's shot is off. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Ross passes to Fultz. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And the Magic making a change here. Aminu's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Langford's checked in. Here's Carter Williams. Clock at 6. Williams with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And this is where Langford can really improve as a jump shooter. Off the catch, looking really good on that one.
Here's Fultz. A second chance effort. And Bamba with the lay-in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Beyond the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Nikola Vucevic firing on all cylinders for Orlando. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Celtics, Langford out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Williams. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Ojale in at the 3 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Nice shot by Smart.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentage is by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
Here's Tice after the Magic pick up 2. Pass to Langford. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Carter Williams. Passes to Ross. He kicks it to Fultz. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The shifty nature of Fultz's game, I mean, it often puts the defense in a bind. Difficult trying to guard without fouling.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
That free throw good from Fultz. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's so
you did
tough.
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over Dragic back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. Back to Fultz. It's rebounded by Tice. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fultz looking around. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Fournier's got his first points of the night. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Tice, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Langford, and again, Boston with the triple.
Now, I thought maybe the D would figure him out as the game went along. Looks like he's figured them out in this first half.
Now Fournier. No basket with that shot, having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
The Magic trail by 7. Fultz with the ball. 5 points in the game. Outside Fournier. And a miss there on the triple.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Ogilvy kicks to Smart. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Yes, that goes in.
Wow. solid court awareness. Leave someone open on fault squad, and you're going to regret it.
And here's Smart. He's got 5. Left side, Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Magic. Then for the Celtics, Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Hayward comes in for Langford. And it's Kemba Walker in for Smart. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game, Aaron Gordon, still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Fader on the way. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And he gets it to go. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
Look, with good size and underrated athleticism, Hayward's able to muscle through the contact.
That one goes. Count it. Augustine's got 10 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Back to Walker. He dishes it to Kanter. Hayward outside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hayward's got the lead back up to 7 now for Boston.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Augustine with it. He's picked up by Walker. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And the pass to Ojale. Outside, Walker. Three-pointer. But they get it back. Ojale passes to Walker. Second chance shot. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and-one opportunities.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Vucevic, he's checked in for the Magic. Boston also with the sub. Tatum's checked in.
Find the lane. One shot.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
First trip to the line for him here.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
The free throw drops for Gordon. Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Well, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway. He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Floats one up. Got a hand on it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hayward's running.
I love seeing Hayward get aggressive. I mean, get active and take on the D. Well, last season, Kevin, Gordon Hayward returning from that terrible leg injury, it took some time to find his bearings. He's working his way back to that elite level.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first.
There's been a lot of evolution to Hayward's game, during his career. I'm not sure too many people saw him becoming the terrific player he is today.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Isaac. Hayward hits them both. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. Trailing here by 8. And Tatum over to help. And Augustine kicks to Ross. Gordon outside. It's hauled in by Brown. And with the Celtics' depth on the wings, Chris, it was a little tricky getting Hayward back in there.
Yeah, you have the young players ahead of schedule, Kevin. It's tough to give him minutes without hindering their growth. At the same time, Hayward, an all-star before getting hurt, want to help build back his confidence.
Tatum's shot is off. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's the double team with Walker. 11 feet away. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Gordon. Gordon's got 8 points here in this quarter. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Over in the corner, Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Fournier dishes to Ross. Back to Fournier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, easy call.
The Magic have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And that one falls for Fournier.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And Orlando making a change here. Bamba's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. So he gets them both. Boston leading by 8. Hayward left side. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Tatum. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 1:24 left to play here in the half. Augustine against Brown.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some time.
For Orlando, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And that one falls for Fournier.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Fournier. Boston also with the sub. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. The shot by Carter-Williams, nobody around. The basket is good, the assist from Augustine.
That's got to be encouraging to see. Carter-Williams expanding his range, demonstrating his soft touch from outside.
Walker finds Brown. Celtics passing it around. 50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
This is what Carter-Williams can give you defensively. Terrific length and time.
Ross for 3. But they recover it. Outside for Carter-Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Boston's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. He had a nice open look right there. Tatum's got 8.
Has a great feel for where defenders are on the court. Tatum navigates himself nicely.
Pass to Ross. A 3-ball. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Tatum. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Boston on top, up by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the 3, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the 3 ball, way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Magic trail by 5. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. Vucevic is out there with Bamba. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Vucevic against Cantor. Back to Augustine. Isaac passes to Fournier. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
LDA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. And the free throw, no good.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Here's Walker. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Now, that's a nice use of the pull-up J from Walker. Catching the D flat-footed and capitalizing on an easy opportunity.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Shoots over Walker. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Fournier. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. At the elbow, Vucevic. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
The Magic haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Orlando.
One shot.
Boston leading by 4. Outside, Walker. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Vucevic. Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Brown against Fournier. From deep three-point range. Up the live Orlando. Vucevic. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
One shot.
The Celtics with the lead. Walker dishes to Tatum. Back to Walker. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 13.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Gordon missing. Boston leading by 3. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Walker against Augustine. Goes up to the stripe. That one off the back iron and out.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Gordon finds Augustine. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Isaac. 6 on the shot clock for the lead. Goes back up and stolen by Tatum. Here's Cantor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripes tonight. That's good from Cantor. And the Magic making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Tatum. Langford comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Kemba Walker. Now here's Fultz. Guarded by Smart. There's the pass to Fournier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Shemi Ojeleye is checked in for Enes Kanter. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, that's 3 straight German league titles for Daniel Tice. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player, and he's shown he belongs.
Now here's Fultz. He has 5. For the tie, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And last season, Daniel Tice shooting over 40% from long range, and Chris over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, wouldn't you call that great efficiency, both inside and out? New contract this summer to reward his terrific play.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Fournier. That one drops. He ties it up. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Tice. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Count it. Good.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Pass to Isaac for the lead. Offensive rebound. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Hayward. Pass to Ojeleye. Out to Hayward. Hayward is doubled. Down low, Smart. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Fultz. He's got 5. Isaac with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. There's the 3. Isaac misses. Celtics leading by 4. Smart passes to Tice. Hayward on the wing. Hayward is doubled. Back to Tice. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Langford. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fournier goes in.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Passes it to Langford. Shoots over Fournier. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Got a piece of it. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Semi Ojeleye. Gordon inside. 8 points for him. And the basket is good. Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Hayward against Vucevic. Shoots from 12. And there it is for him. That's 12 points for Gordon Hayward.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. And it goes down 2 points. Fultz has got it all tied up now for Orlando.
Superb at switching gears at a moment's notice. Fultz is flat out awesome at driving inside.
Tice finds Williams. Now here's Smart. Hayward on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. Hayward can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Smart. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Don't usually see him shooting the 3. 12 points for Romeo Langford.
Now that is encouraging. It's crucial that Langford continues to hone that outside jumper.
Stolen by Smart, and here they come. Here's Hayward. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. The Magic trail by 5. Outside Fournier. Ross passes to Vucevic. Kicks to Fournier. The pass to Ross. 5 on the clock. The tray. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 6th rebound on the night. Hayward is doubled. They get a hand on it. And he lays it straight in. Now it's a 7-point Boston lead.
Love watching Hayward fight through the contact. You see the improved strength working for him.
To stop the run, and it's good for 2. Fultz has got 4 points now in the quarter. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. So for the Magic, Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Gordon, and it's Carter Williams in for Fournier. And then for Boston, Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice, and Walker's subbed in for Langford. Williams looking around. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bamba's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Ross for 3. Walker with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And that one, good. Smart's got 11 points.
I mean, he's got the size and the strength to finish amongst the big men. That's why he does it. Smart, built to last in the paint.
Pass to Ross. Here's Bamba. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And this is what you want to see more of from Bamba, making an effort to share the rock.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Bamba with the block. Carter Williams finds Ross, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Smart with the ball. He's got 11. Outside Williams shoots the 3. Aminu grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 3. And here is Ross. 8 points for him. Williams comes with a double team. Fultz. And it's Orlando with another.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Smart. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Smart's got 8 here in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And it's Walker penetrating. Made that one as his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Now, even with contact, Walker is dynamite, finishing easily over the intense D.
Now, here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. And Smart over to help. Fultz kicks to Bamba. Clock at 4. No good from outside. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball ahead. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist from Smart. And it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Celtics leading by 7. On the floor for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Tatum in at the 3. And he gets the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Augustine against Walker. Augustine looking around. He kicks it to Aminu. Fultz with the ball. Kanter covering. Fultz, no good.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First free throw is good. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Markelle Fultz. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Magic trail by 11. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Ross. Bamba with it. He's covered by Brown. Shot clock at 6. Ross kicks to Augustine. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now here's Brown. Passes it to Cantor. Augustine against Walker. Here's Cantor. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Cantor's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics. Here's Augustine. Bamba trying to break free. Augustine, no luck. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. And there's the pass to Tatum. Fades. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Brown against Ross. Stolen by Cantor. Walker against Ross. Pass to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Magic trail by 15. And Augustine kicks to Bamba. To end the cold streak. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact. Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
You look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach. They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Free throw good from Walker.
Well, after his incredible 60-point game last year, every team should be scared of Mr. Kemba Walker. Now, we all know he can take over the game and put on an absolute show when his shot is falling.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And Chris, with Walker, you saw it in that 60-point game he played. He can get to wherever he wants to on the floor.
Yeah, very slippery on offense and underrated as an elite ball handler. I mean, you have to love how crafty Walker is when he gets some space in the mid-range as well.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Brown inside. He's guarded by Ross.
It's something we saw a lot from Brown as an amateur, the ability to draw fouls and get to the line.
Free throw good from Brown.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. And Brown drops them both. The Magic trail by 17. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Walker against Augustine. Back to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Here is Ross. The Magic again can't hit. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Evan Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross.
Let's go.
Vucevic to the pass to Isaac. Pass to Gordon. Clock at 6. Here's Augustine. Doesn't go that time. Vucevic with the bucket.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Augustine against Walker. Now here is Augustine. He's covered closely. Yep, that one goes in there. Celtics leading by 13. Brown dishes to Cantor. Back to Brown. Outside, Walker from outside the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint, Vucevic, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And the Celtics making a change here. Hayward's checked in. And he can't hit the second. And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter, and Hayward gets it to go.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Up top, Fournier, guarded by Tatum, and stolen by Hayward. Walker at the elbow. Kicks it to Cantor from 18 feet away. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Fournier finds Augustine. Right wing. Here's Isaac. Here's Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Gordon trying to break loose. Augustine, no luck.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Back to Walker. Passes to Tatum. Cantor against Vucevic. Tatum trying to break free. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. The Magic trail by 17. Now Augustine. Now the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Hayward outside. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And the Celtics lead by 15. Stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Walker's got 13 points in the second half.
The attention to detail from Walker, I mean, you can't be careless around him. He'll make you pay.
Here's the teardrop. Gordon. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. Boston leading by 15. Smart passes to Canner. And Canner throws it down.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Hayward against Fournier. Pass to Isaac. And here's Augustine. There's the double team with Walker. Shot clock at 6. Orlando moving the ball around. For 3, Fournier. That one doesn't go. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Smart goes in, and he comes up with the deuce.
Oh, he's got that touch. I mean, in between Smart with the ability to lay it up there soft.
Augustine with it. Pass to Gordon. Back to Augustine. Up and in on the layup. Augustine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket. Oh, now he's going to be walking a tight line. I mean, one more foul, and his night is a wrap.
And he knocks down the first one.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. 19-point game. No good there. Hayward with some nice D. Smart finds Walker. Passes it to Canner. Back to Walker. Clock is at 3. Here's Smart. The kick out to Walker. No good on the 3.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Augustine passes to Vucevic.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
That free throw, no good. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Celtics leading by 19 points. Fournier pulls it down. Stolen by Smart. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in. Smart's got 12 points in just the second half.
Oh, he's getting after it offensively. Smart, putting up some points.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 21. A minute 42 left in the game. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth. The pass to Bamba. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Tice, no good. The Magic trail by 21.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Walker.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Oh, that's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Here's a one-do. Bamba trying to break free, and it's a one-do missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Pass to Tice. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.